Hello everyone, welcome to World Fact Finder. In this episode, we will discuss 100 mind-blowing, random, and interesting facts about literally everything too weird to be true. Part 22. Let's get started. Number 1. Farmers in Kenya are using elephants' natural fears of bees and building beehive fences that keep wild elephants from trampling the crops. It keeps the farms safe and prevents farmers having to kill elephants to defend their livelihood. Number 2. The debate about vaccines and autism began after a fraudulent paper was published. The author is no longer licensed to practice. Countless dollars have been spent on debunking his claims, and innocent children have probably died due to his lies. Number 3. In the 1990s, a national survey found that Mario was more recognizable to American children than Mickey Mouse. Number 4. When Winston Churchill was warned by the German foreign minister that if World War II were to occur, the Italians would be on the German side, he responded, "That's only fair. We had them last time." Number 5. Dogs' brains have gotten larger, and they have gotten smarter relative to cats, largely because dogs are more social. Number 6. The name aspirin was originally a trademark belonging to a German pharmaceutical company, Bayer. But after Germany's loss in World War I, the company was forced to hand over the trademark as a part of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. Number 7. NASA Vehicle Assembly Building's interior volume is so vast that it has its own weather, with rain clouds forming below the ceiling on very humid days. Number 8. Johnny Cash was born with the name J.R. Cash because his parents couldn't think of a name. When he enlisted in the Air Force, they wouldn't let him use his initials, so he began to call himself John. Number 9. In 1881, a woman got away with murdering a man who broke off their engagement by using the hysteria defense, i.e., a doctor told the jury that any virtuous woman, when deprived of her virtue, would go mad, undoubtedly. The jury acquitted her in 20 minutes. Number 10. The proof for 1 + 1 = 2 is 372 pages long and was not proven until the 20th century. Number 11. According to a study by the British Academy of Sound Therapy, the song Weightless by the Marconi Union is the most relaxing song ever. Number 12. The reason the Toronto Maple Leafs are not called the Maple Leaves is because the name was chosen in honor of the Maple Leaf Regiment from World War I. Since the regiment is a proper noun, its plural is maple leafs and not leaves. Number 13. Ben Affleck dropped out of college after his creative writing teacher ridiculed an early draft of the Good Will Hunting screenplay. Number 14. When Mossad agents discovered Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann was hiding in Argentina, they kidnapped him off the street in broad daylight and smuggled him back to Israel on a commercial flight by drugging him and dressing him as a flight attendant. Number 15. The Hubble telescope's mirrors are ground so precisely that if they were scaled up to the size of Earth, the largest bump would be just 6 inches tall. Number 16. William Banning, father of a soldier who was killed in the Korean War, sent his son's Purple Heart and an angry letter to Harry Truman, blaming him for his son's death. Both items were found in Truman's desk after he died 20 years later. Number 17. There is evidence of early humans being killed and eaten by eagles. Number 18. The word junkie originated in the 1920s when drug addicts stole scrap metal to fund their addiction. Number 19. During nuclear testing in 1963, Los Alamos in the 50s, an underground test shot a 2-ton steel manhole cover into the atmosphere at 41 miles per second. It was never found. Number 20. The phrase, "giving my 2 cents," comes from the days when a postage stamp cost 2 cents, and so referred to the cost of sending a letter to the editor, the president, or whoever. Number 21. The name of the America's #1 WW Sepenindu flying ace was Dick Bong. Number 22. There was so much fighting on the Normandy beaches on D-Day that it is estimated that about 4% of the sand is actually shrapnel. Number 23. The Aztecs fought with a macuahuitl, a wooden sword embedded with prismatic blades made from obsidian, a volcanic glass stone. According to reports from Spanish conquistadors, it was sharp enough to decapitate a man and even a horse. Number 24. There is a city in Kansas called Gas. Their official motto is, "Don't pass gas, stop and enjoy it." Number 25. 3-mile limit for international waters was created, as this was the maximum distance a cannonball could travel from the shore. Number 26. In 1586, a pregnant widow wrote a letter to her partner, who had died at the age of 30. This was found by archaeologists in South Korea in 1998, intact with the man's mummified body and a pair of sandals woven from hemp and the woman's hair. Number 27. There's a time-honored tradition of allowing brewery employees all the free beer they wish while working. It's called Der Sternewerth. Number 28. When notorious murderer Karl Panzram was sentenced to death, he refused to appeal and threatened to kill any activists who attempted to intervene on his behalf. Number 29. In the 80s, a full decade before the WWW started to come on its own, 25 million people in France went online to the bank, check the weather, chat, make reservations, socialize, check stock prices, and even had porn. There were no computers, though. They just used a free Minitel terminal. Number 30. The fat Buddha statue is not actually Siddhartha Gautama, or Buddha, but rather a different Chinese deity named Budai. Number 31. Charlie Sheen reached a settlement with Warner Brothers and was paid for not doing 2.5 Men. Number 32. In 1440, a land sale treaty between the Pope and Florence accidentally left out a small strip of land around Cospea. The people of the area promptly declared their independence and remained sovereign for nearly 400 years. Number 33. Stephen Hawking is the only person to ever portray themselves in the Star Trek universe. Number 34. Entire national Soviet hockey team was killed in an airplane crash in 1950. Stalin's son, Vasily, the manager of the team, covered up the disaster and replaced everyone on the team to avoid his father's wrath. Stalin never noticed. Number 35. In 2006, a woman filing for public assistance in Washington stated failed 4 DNA tests to prove maternity of her children. She was taken to court and risked losing custody. It was later discovered that she had absorbed her twin in the womb, and her reproductive organs carried different DNA to other parts of her body. Number 36. In 2005, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of the application of eminent domain to kick homeowners off of their property, so private developers could build hotels, health clubs, and condos in New London, Connecticut. About 8 years later, the abandoned property remains an overgrown, barren field. Number 37. During World War II, a Luftwaffe pilot refused to destroy a damaged B-17. The German pilot escorted the B-17 to the English Channel and then saluted the American pilot and returned home. About 40 years later, they were reunited and developed a deep friendship that lasted until their deaths. Number 38. Erwin Rommel, A highly decorated German officer during World War II humanely treated captured soldiers, ignored orders to kill Jews, civilians, and conspired to assassinate Hitler. After Rommel's death, soldiers on both sides paid respect to his grave, and he is the only member of the Third Reich to have a museum dedicated to him. Number 39. In 1990, Dr. Dre attacked a woman over an interview with Ice Cube. He picked her up by her hair, slammed her head repeatedly against a brick wall, all while his bodyguard held off the crowd with a gun. After trying to throw her down the stairs, he punched her in the back of the head. Number 40. In 1916, Manfred von Richthofen was considered a below-average pilot who crashed during his first flight. 2 years and 80 aerial kills later upon his death, the British buried the Red Baron with full military honors out of respect for his skill as an aviator. Number 41. The word scientist did not exist until 1833. Before that, they were known as natural philosophers. Number 42. Hitler's plan for Moscow was to kill all residents and replace it with a lake. Number 43. Modern roundabouts have 40% fewer vehicle collisions, 80% fewer injuries, and 90% fewer serious injuries and fatalities compared with regular junctions. Number 44. There is a rare chronic sleep disorder called fatal familial insomnia, which renders the victim unable to sleep. A man named Michael Cork was diagnosed with this illness and died a month after his 42nd birthday, by which time he had been completely sleep-deprived for 6 months. It has no known cure. Number 45. During World War II, Medal of Honor recipient Thomas Baker ordered his squad to leave him propped against a tree with a pistol and 8 bullets when he was wounded. Later, American forces found the now-deceased Baker in the same spot, holding an empty pistol, with 8 dead Japanese soldiers lying around him. Number 46. In 2009, a woman filed a lawsuit against PepsiCo after discovering that the crunch berries in a Cap'n Crunch cereal had not in fact been real fruit. The case was thrown out, with the judge remarking that to do otherwise would ignore all concepts of personal responsibility and common sense. Number 47. In 2014, Indonesia implemented a fishing and export ban on dead manta rays, each of which was sold for $40 to $500, as they realized that manta ray tourism can bring in $1 million plus during a single ray's life. Indonesia now has 2.2 million square miles of protected ocean for the manta ray. Number 48. The blue whale can produce the loudest sound of any animal. At 188 decibels, the noise can be detected over 800 kilometers away. Number 49. U.S. does not use bills over $100 because President Nixon wanted to make it harder to move large amounts of money across borders for drug trading. Number 50. In the 1860s, a perpetual motion machine was demonstrated at the Paris Exposition. Visitors were invited to try and stop the wheel, which, unbeknownst to them, was the very action needed to charge the wheel back up. Number 51. A hippo sleeping underwater automatically rises to the surface and breathes without waking up, and does this every 4 minutes. Number 52. There is a band called Nanochibur Verberg Holocaust, pronounced Nanocyborg Uber Holocaust, originating from Antarctica. It was formed by 2 scientists who happen to have similar tastes in music. Their first album, The Ultimate Fate of the Universe, was recorded at the exact South Pole. Number 53. Elite U.S. soldiers actually climbed 95-foot cliffs under Point du Hoc to capture and destroy key German strongholds during the D-Day assault on June 6, 1944. They then held their position for 2 days, suffering 65% casualties. Number 54th. Actor Paul Marcarelli, the Verizon Wireless "Can you hear me now?" guy, told The Atlantic magazine that the catchphrase plagues him so much that someone even said it to him at his grandmother's funeral as her casket was being lowered into the cemetery plot. Number 55. In 2008, a beach was stolen in Jamaica. About 500 truckloads of sand remain missing to this very day. Number 56. The company that owned the World Trade Center had scheduled a meeting for September 11, 2001, on the 88th floor of Tower 1 to discuss what to do in the event of a terrorist attack, but rescheduled the night before because someone couldn't attend. Number 57. Hippos often enjoy licking massive crocodiles. Number 58. Samuel L. Jackson was supposed to have an afro in Pulp Fiction. The production assistant who bought his wig didn't know the difference between an afro and a Jerry curl. Number 59. Where the Wild Things Are was originally Where the Wild Horses Are before author Maurice Sendak realized he didn't know how to draw horses. Number 60. Star Trek's Scotty, James Doohan, was a CDN soldier during WW2 who landed on Juno Beach, killed 2 snipers, and cleared a minefield before even getting off the beachhead. Number 61. There is only one unsolved airline hijacking case in the history of the US DB Cooper. The hijacker parachuted out of the plane to an uncertain fate after receiving his demands, and was described as thoughtful and polite by his hostage. Number 62. Smallpox is the first and only disease that has ever been eradicated. Smallpox now only exists in high-security labs in Russia and the US. Vaccinations played a major role in achieving this eradication. Number 63. 37 years before Pearl Harbor, Japan launched a surprise attack on Russia, destroying much of the Russian fleet at Port Arthur. U.S. officials applauded the attack for its ingenuity. Number 64. In 1902, Traian Vuia, a Romanian engineer, designed his first flying machine, then presented his plan to the Académie des Sciences in Paris in 1903, but was rejected with the comment, "The problem of flight with a machine which weighs more than air cannot be solved, and it is only a dream." Number 65. The Algerian national anthem was first written in blood on a prison cell wall by an Algerian revolutionary who was imprisoned by the French colonial regime. Number 66. In 1940, the Germans conquered Denmark so quickly, the Danes didn't have time to formally declare war against them. They surrendered after 2 hours. Number 67. Gray whales' mating ritual involves a third male escort whale courting the female. Although the male escort equally vies for her attention, there is absolutely no aggression between the males. The birthing ritual, on the other hand, involves a second female whale assisting the mother. Number 68. Sperm whales are so called because their heads are filled with large amounts of oily fluid, which whalers thought was sperm. Scientists still aren't sure what it's there for. Number 69. The remake of Evil Dead used 70,000 gallons of fake blood. About 50,000 of it was used in the final scene alone. Number 70. A neutron star is so dense that if an object was to be dropped theoretically from 1 meter above the star's surface, it would hit the surface at a speed of 7.2 million kilometers per hour. Number 71. During World War II, captured German officers who were sent to Britain as prisoners of war lived in luxury in Trent Park. This was done to make them feel relaxed. However, their conversation was being heard to by over 100 listeners. They revealed secrets about the Holocaust, events in Berlin, Hitler's madness, and V-2 rocket bases. Number 72. Venus flytrap is only found natively within a 60-mile radius of Wilmington, North Carolina. Number 73. While Samuel Morse was in New York, he received a letter that warned of his wife's illness. Morse left for home, but arrived to find his wife already buried. Heartbroken that for days he was unaware of his wife's illness, and death led him to research and patent the telegraph 22 years later. Number 74. Christoph Waltz is his own voice actor in the German and French dubs of Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. Number 75. The word jay used to mean stupid and was eventually applied to country folk who were seen as unworldly. When these country folk, or jays, came to the city, they didn't understand traffic signals and crosswalks and crossed wherever and whenever they could. Thus, they were jaywalking. Number 76. Nearly every military operation the U.S. has been involved in since World War II has been a joint operation with Canada. In many cases, Canada refused to officially support the conflicts, such as the war in Iraq, but continued to supply intelligence equipment and personnel. Number 77. While shooting the Blues Brothers movie, they had a budget for cocaine. Number 78. Bottlenose dolphins have the longest memory among non-humans. They can recognize whistles of their mates after being separated for more than 20 years. Number 79. Michael Jackson, though he did not receive credit, wrote, "Do the Bartman," after calling the producers of The Simpsons and offering to write Bart a #1 single. Number 80. There are only 5 countries in the world that still use Fahrenheit to measure temperature. They are the Bahamas, Belize, the Cayman Islands, Palau, and the United States. Number 81. 20,000 leagues below sea level would put you through the Earth, and almost 20% of the way to the Moon's orbit. 20,000 leagues under the sea refers to the distance traveled while underwater, not the depth reached. Number 82. Noah Webster, the founder of Merriam-Webster, learned 26 languages in order to evaluate the etymology of words. Number 83. Some migraines have no pain, but people experiencing them can have vision loss, flashing lights, wavy lines in the vision, and hallucinations. These are known as silent migraines. Number 84. Lyndon Johnson was the only president sworn in by a woman, and it occurred on Air Force One after Kennedy's assassination. Number 85. Deep inside an abandoned mine, 230 feet below Pennsylvania, 600 federal workers process truckloads of retirement paperwork by hand, moving files to and from over 28,000 file cabinets, desk to desk, from cavern to cavern. Even today, the process works as slowly now as it did in 1977. Number 86. High heels used to be an essential accessory for horseback riders and weren't associated with being feminine. Number 87. When Adolf Hitler offered German WWI military hero General von Lettow-Vorbeck an ambassadorship, Vorbeck told Hitler to go fuck himself. Although repeatedly harassed by the Nazis, Vorbeck survived their regime due to his popularity. Number 88. Caffeine is a painkiller, and when used with other painkillers, such as acetaminophen or NSAIDs, potentiates their effects significantly. Number 89. In Hungary, you're legally allowed to name your child from a pre-approved list of names. If you want to name them something else, you need to submit an application. Number 90. Isaac Newton prowled the bars and taverns in seedy parts of London in disguise to gather evidence of counterfeiting. His work led to 28 convictions, one being hanged for high treason. Number 91. When the world's largest diamond was transported from Africa to England, elaborate and secure journey by sea was publicized was a rouse. The real diamond was simply posted by mail. Number 92. When Edward I of England was coming back from the Ninth Crusade in 1272, he learned that his father had died and that he had been made the King of England. Instead of returning home to be crowned, Edward went on a leisurely trip in Italy and France for almost 2 years and only came back in 1274. Number 93. 70% of the land in England is still owned by 1% of the population, largely descended from William the Conqueror's army. Number 94. The Queen of England's portrait has been on enough international money to make a progressive timeline of her aging. Number 95. The earliest known recipe for macaroni and cheese dates back to the 14th century England. Number 96. Pineapples were such a status symbol in 18th century England that you could rent one for the evening to take to a party. Number 97. The Scottish Army tried to take advantage of the Black Plague in England through an invasion, but caught it themselves and brought it back to Scotland, killing half of the native population. Number 98. The word soccer was first used in England before the Americans adopted it. Number 99. The oldest unbroken alliance in the world is between England and Portugal, dating back to 1373. Number 100. The intense rationing in England during World War II actually reduced infant mortality by guaranteeing nutrition to everyone. Thanks for watching. Like and comment if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss the next interesting facts. See you in our next video.